Good morning. Well, for you, it might be the afternoon. It might be the evening, depending on what time you're watching this. But for me, it's the morning. It's still winter break. It's Monday, December 27th. So I'm still enjoying sleeping in. Um, this morning, we are, or again, whatever time you're watching this video is going to go over translating inequalities. Last unit, we translated equations. The unit before that, we translated expressions. Same skills. We're still looking for keywords and turning those words into math. Or you might have to turn the math into words and choose which one works best here. Same, again, keywords that we're looking for. We just have a few things that are just a little bit different. Now we have some inequality signs that we need to make sure that we know what they mean. So the first symbol is less than. Is less than is what that symbol means. You may also see the words is under. Is under. Those all mean less than. And there's plenty more words. There's a ton of words that can all mean this sign, but those two are very common for less than. Next symbol we have is greater than. With the greater than symbol, you might also see the words is more than or is higher than. Again, they are all meaning that we need to use that symbol, greater than. Again, those aren't the only three words. There's plenty more that you might see for all of these inequality symbols. Next is less than or equal to. Remember, with less than or equal to, it means it could be that exact number. That's what that line underneath means. It could equal that number exactly. So other phrases we might hear for is less than or equal to is not more than or is at most. Again, all of those are keywords. They're not the only ones. Plenty others that mean the exact same thing. Now we have is greater than or equal to. You might also see is not less than or is at least. It's very important with these inequality symbols that you really take the time to think, what does this mean? Because you can have all the numbers and the operations correct, but they don't mean anything if we don't get that inequality sign correct. Really take the time, slow down, figure out where that inequality sign is, which one it is, and then what's going to go on both sides of it. If something is not equal to, you might see that symbol. Is anything except, cannot be. All those means is not equal to. With inequalities, we really don't see that sign a ton in this unit. We'll see it more in units to come, though. Let's go through. We're going to do a few examples on these verbal phrases, and then we're going to do a few examples on the word problems. After we do a few examples together, I'm going to have you go off and try to work these out on your own, and then you'll check in with the teacher to see how you're doing. So, let's get into it. The sum of twice a number and 2 is at most 16. When I'm going through and doing this with inequalities, the first thing I like to figure out is, what is my inequality symbol? What words are for my inequality? Here it's nice that they bolded it for us. Is at most. Is at most. Everything that came before my inequality is going to be on one side. Everything after my inequality is going to be on the other side. So once you get that math figured out, the symbol is very important. So let's again think about this inequality sign. Is at most. Is at most. If something is at most, could it equal it? At most means it could equal it, so I know I have to have the line underneath. Now I just need to think, what direction should it go if it is at most? At most means it could be less. At most means that's the biggest it could be. It could be less. It cannot be more for at most. So this side is at most. It could be less than, cannot be more than this other side. That's a lot to think about. A lot to think about to figure out that inequality sign. And if we double check up top, we see at most there. So now we just need to break down each side of the inequality. The sum. Sum is a keyword for addition. So let me throw in my addition symbol there. Twice a number. Twice means we have to do 2 times a number. Do we know what number it's going to be? If we don't know what number it's going to be, it's a variable. So let's use the number n and 2. So I have to do twice a number, 2 times n, and 2 is at most, we already got our symbol, 16. And we're done. Again, the hardest part here is all the words for the different inequalities. Take the time, figure out what they mean. Let's try another one. The difference of half a number and 17 is no less than 33. Let's save the inequality here for last. Let's see if we like it maybe this way better. The difference. What does difference mean? Subtract. So let me throw in my subtraction sign. Of half a number, 1/2. Do I know what the number is? If I don't know the number, it's a variable. So let's do 1/2 n. What operation is happening with that 1/2 and n? Half a number means I'm multiplying those things together. So this means it's going to be 1/2 times my number, and 17 is the other half of the difference. We're going to hold off on this inequality. I'm going to write it in pencil to remind myself that I'm going to hold off on it. Ugh. I need to put in my inequality sign in there. And the other side is going to be 33. Now let's think about this phrase, is no less than. If something is no less than, can it equal it? If my parents' age is no less than 33, no less than, yeah, that means it could equal it. It could equal it, so I need to have that line underneath. No less than. If it's no less than something, no less than, that means it can't be smaller. That means it can't be smaller than 33. It can only be bigger than 33. This is no less than, it can't be smaller than 33. So what symbol should go here if this side cannot be smaller than 33? The greater than or equal to sign. It can be bigger than 33, that's okay. It can equal 33, but it cannot be smaller than 33. Cannot be smaller than 33. We'll try one more together, and then we'll let you go off on your own. All right. Fun pens, fun pens, fun pens. So I'm going to box our inequality is no more than. I want you to pause the video and set up what is going to be on both sides of your inequality. Do the sides first. Pause me, and let's see what you can do. All right, we're going to try this TikTok transition that didn't work for me last time. Let's see what you should get for the two sides of your equation. Did you get 25 on the left and then 2n minus 12 on the right? Hope so. Difference means to subtract. Twice a number means I take 2 times a number and 12. Now pause the video as you try the inequality on your own. Think to yourself, is no more than 25, or 25 is no more than. So can this other part be equal to 25? Can it be greater than 25? Or does it have to be less than 25? Pause the video and really take some time to think about that. So if we say 25 is no more than your age, no more than your age, could you equal 25 with that phrasing? You could equal 25. No more than 25 is no more than. So could you be greater than 25 if 25 is no more than your age? No more than 25 is no more than. That means, yeah, 25 is not bigger than your age. Your age could be bigger than 25. So we want to use the less than or equal to symbol there. All right, so we've done 3 together. There's 5 more practices. Go ahead, pause the video, and try these practices on your own. After you've got these 5 practices done, continue with the video. After you've got those 5 practices done, continue with the video, and let's go over some word problems. But first. I forgot, we're gonna have to, no, we'll talk about it in a second. Pause video practice, play this when you're ready to go on to the next part. Nope, changed my mind. This is gonna be video number 2. Good luck, guys.